Why, hello, friends and followers. And it's a happy Tuesday, October 11, 2022. We're all still here, which is good. So here's the Drake R4B that I got in like a week ago or so. I've been listening to this radio once in a while when I've been doing my work for my job. I've been having this thing turned on. Anyway, what's really irritating about this radio is the passband knob is all fouled up. It just didn't seem to work right. So I couldn't really figure out why. So I decided to take this passband apart. And to do that, you take out these 4 screws here. You take out 2 screws in the bottom here. And then you unsolder this 2 joints with a large soldering iron, and then this will come off. And now the fun begins. So what's in here? Well, there's 4 slugs in here that open down. And I pulled out the rod. So there's a big rod that goes to the front of the radio, and this is where the knob goes on. So a little knob, the little teeny weeny knob goes on there. Let me show you how that works. So the knob at the end of this rod is your knob for the passband, and that knob just goes right onto there, and the set screw sets it. And then you rotate this knob. When the knob is rotated with the passband, this has a cantilever type cam on here. So you can see the cam where it has a thin side and a thick side, and so that pops out through this hole. I could put this back in really if I wanted to. I guess I could, but anyway, this goes in, and the cam rides on that on one side, and on the other side, this little keeper here on the back of this rides that cam and lets it only extend so far in. So this actually should have some grease on it because it's going to have a lot of friction with that cam. So it kind of goes like this. This is actually the inside of the box. And so this cam is, when you turn it, it's riding on that little bump thing there, and it's actually then going in and out. So it's going to rise and fall according to the curvature of this cam. So that's how that works. And inside here, the problem with this radio or this passband assembly was all these slugs. When we push this in, it should spring right back out. So this gets set somewhere intermediately, and when the knob is turned to 9 o'clock, they kind of go out like that from that cam, and then they go in. So we'll show you that here in a minute. I could actually do that now. If I can wiggle this guy back in there, that could be a bad trick. If I could find the hole and send it back down there. Anyway, I took this apart to lubricate it because it was sticky. So let's pull these out. So man, it is hard to get these darn things back in here. These 4 slugs are hard to line back up. So pull this thing out, it comes out, and now be careful to break the slugs. Just gingerly rock it like that and get it out of there. You'll see these big slugs coming out. Alright, so there's a spring and there's the big slugs. What I found is there's crud on this centering bar there, so I put some WD-40 on there. I haven't finished with this thing yet, but it's got a lot of junk on it, so that's why this thing was sticky. It had a lot of crud on here, and then it really wouldn't react right when you were turning the knob. It would kind of stick. So I'm going to clean that up and put this back together and adjust it, and maybe adjust these cores too. But that's how you work it, and you put it back in with this hole here lining up with the hole, that top little hole right there, and just get it cleaned up, put some light grease on there, put it back together, and you're probably going to be in business. So that's what I plan to do. I'll probably put some axle grease on there, something that's not, well, if it goes in the cold weather, you don't want axle grease. I'll probably put on some synthetic grease and get it cleaned up. The trouble is you don't want to clean it too much and get, you don't want to get anything on these cores. So be very careful not to pollute the ferrite cores with any kind of crud or oil or anything. Okay, well, that's about it. I'll tell you one thing, these are bare to get back in there. So I'm going to clean these up and lubricate it, and put it back together. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.